going on with you? Just tapping in with you. You know what I'm saying? Have a little moment with you. Hope you're doing alright. Holding yourself up. I'm on my way to pick up my daughter from school. Just thought about some stuff and thought I'd tap in real quick to talk about it. It seemed like more and more these days, good or bad, you know, I just be avoiding people, man. I don't know why. I mean, I am a super introvert. Like, I'm an introverted person. And I think that's why I do the type of work that I do, gig work, full time. I'm always in my car delivering, Amazon products, food, shopping, delivery, pick up and drop off. That's my type of stuff. So when I do get like a W-2 job or something, I'm most likely I'm gonna be in the field of delivery because I like to drive alone. But it just made me like, I'm like, damn, why don't I want to be around people a lot, And it's just like, it feel like people is different these days. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know what to call it, man. Just it's hard to interact and exchange energy and feel good about. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. The best way I can explain it, I seen another video talking about this too. That's what brought it to my attention. Is it seemed like people is NPCs these days. And honestly, I don't really know exactly what the term NPC means. You probably know, leave it in the comments. But I know what it means. It's like basically bots. Like, you ever played a video game? Like, I don't really play video games these days as much, but when I do, I play Grand Theft Auto. I'm waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out. That's when I'm probably gonna be back on the games for a little while. But I got some drink over there. I don't want to spill. But yeah, in that game, you got like user players who are regular people that's playing the game all over the world, right? Y'all in the same lobby, y'all. You can interact with them. They're real people that's playing the game. But then you got NPCs, is computer generated type of people. You know what I mean? It's the computer. So you might interact with this person. It's not a real person. It's a bot. And that's how it seems like a lot of people are. And I think it's because this system creates bots. Not to say they can't wake up from it, or I don't know, but it seems like some people are not user players, which means they're not freely controlling their own actions and their self. They're allowing the system or how stuff is designed to control them, how they think and everything. Another example, like, we got family that's bots. You know what I'm saying? And all that. I was talking to a family member a while back though, and they was, I ain't gonna say she or nothing, but they was talking about, they just didn't want to believe a certain thing that I was telling them about the government and how stuff is ran behind the curtain. They didn't want to believe it. They, we sitting there ready to argue with me about that I'm crazy and all of this stuff, conspiracy theorists. But down the line, here you go, you seeing all type of stuff play out, and then I had to talk with this person like not too long ago, but it was like a little while after that talk, like a couple years after that talk, family gathering, and they was kind of like seeing that, yeah, they understood what I was saying about stuff, you know what I mean? So they probably starting to see, but it's like a lot of people not starting to see. They don't want to believe nothing other than what they was taught growing up. It's kind of like they still want to believe like Santa Claus is real. You get what I'm saying? The Easter egg bunny, the tooth fairy is coming to lay money under your pillow. They never want to let go of that. I get it though. It's a good feeling that you have. It's a story that was implanted in your brain that you want to hold on to because it brings you memories or whatever. It's like, you know what I mean? I understand, and I never bash nobody for believing what they believe. This ain't what I'm doing. I'm just saying that certain stuff keeps me from being around people a lot. The energy is it's hard to explain it, especially without offending people. I don't want to offend nobody watching this, but it's like, I don't know, it seems like people is like bots. Get what I'm saying? Like, not everybody. If you watching this and you watching this still, I'm not talking about you, because you kind of like probably, the fact you watching this and you understand what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying? You're not who I'm talking about. The bots, certain people that's in comment sections, leaving bot activity messages, not wanting to wake up and see the truth, not wanting other people to see the truth, wanting things to stay the same, not questioning stuff in life, right? Believing everything that they was taught in school, right? Like I've seen online. I'm not on either side. I really don't know about this, but it's like some people say the earth is round. Some people now believe in the earth is flat. They really standing by that. And, I can understand why they would believe that. I'm not about to sit here and bash people who believe the earth is flat because of what I was taught in school and what people, in the textbooks teach us. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's my stance with stuff. I really don't know. I haven't been out there to see. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been outside the world and got a glimpse and seen it. I haven't even seen no live footage of a spaceship or something leaving Earth far enough so I could see the shape of the Earth. I never seen it, and they never showed it. So that fact alone has me with an open mind. You get what I'm saying? I'm not about to stand on nothing that I don't know. I'm not gonna stand beside that. And it's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Even goes down to religion. It's a lot of stuff we was taught growing up that these days I could say I don't know, because I really don't know. I'm not about to argue with you about nothing that I don't officially know. And that's the bot activity. That's the NPC activity from people who is not waking up and seeing that, hey, you've been implanted a lot of thoughts in your mind growing up as a kid, and their thoughts are there since a kid. It was a seed implanted in you. It just grew in your head, and it became a belief. So I hear people saying you need to unlearn to relearn, and I believe that. You gotta unlearn a lot of stuff, because even like in the household you grew up in or whatever, it may be stuff you grew up listening to or hearing from your parents, your family, that may have been something that's probably toxic for your life. You know what I mean? But it just became normal in your mind because you grew up since a kid hearing people talk a certain way, hearing people, seeing what people doing, and it's just normal. But as you get older, it's your responsibility to look at stuff from a new lens, you know what I'm saying? And if that's how you want to live, that's how you want to live. But if it's not, it's your responsibility to kind of like back up and rewire your mind to how you trying to be, to get where you're trying to go or whatever, right? And that's just what it is, man. It's like shit. I had I had a lot of shit in my life that I had to, sit back and think about, like, damn, I gotta change up my shit. And then it's stuff that maybe they should be teaching in school that they're not teaching, like the power of the tongue, the power of your thoughts, the power of what you write down. It's strong, you know what I mean? Like, you can kind of like dictate your future kind of off of like what you speaking and thinking. And if it's nothing but negativity, or if it's nothing but stuff that's not how you want to live or be, it's just you speaking what's in your environment, what you consuming, what you listening to. If you constantly just thinking and speaking that type of stuff, but that's not really how you want to live or where you want to be in life, then you gotta think, you gotta back up and be careful what you're consuming, so you can be careful how you think and talk. And it's not easy, but it's like we kind of control that. And that's why you get, this is probably another video topic, but that's why you got the news always giving you negativity. That's why you got the most popular music always giving you negativity. Right? Movies, the best movies is always giving you negative energy. You know what I mean? Even if it's a family movie, it's going to be always toxic energy. You know? And that became... Damn, they keep calling me. What the hell was that? That became a normal thing within a storyline. You got a problem, and it gets solved. You got to go through a bunch of negative shit, then finally the problem gets solved. That's the average storyline of a movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, that's life, man. It's negative and positives. But, you know, you can kind of like measure how much negativity and positivity that's in your life. You can't escape it all the way. You know what I mean? You're gonna run into some positive, negative shit a lot of times in life, but it's how you react, how you think, what you speak. You get what I'm saying? Reactions is a lot. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter and her best friend, giving them a ride home, giving her best friend a ride home. And yeah, man, I just want to tap me in. Let me know how you feeling in the comments. Holler in a minute.